So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazette officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you take the Plus subscription, then also these things will be included in that, though, so that will also create impact in your preparation, so that you just have to study. Rest of the things will be taken care by Unacademy. So now let us start the class and let us understand what we have to study in this particular topic.
Hello friends, welcome to this lecture of communication system. So in the last class we studied about the calculation of probability of error when channel noise was Gaussian. In this class we want to calculate the minimum probability of error whenever the channel noise is Gaussian. So for that let me write the formula of probability of error. We said that if this is our decision device, then the input of the decision device will be a random variable y, which will be the combination of noise plus sampled value, and based upon the value of this threshold, it will decide in the favor of 1 or it will decide in the favor of 0. So this is the decision device. Now we have defined few terms such as this y becomes a plus n, or you can write it as a1 plus n, a2 plus n. This is when 1 is transmitted, this is when 0 is transmitted. So we have defined few expressions such as expectation of y when 1 is transmitted, it becomes expectation of a1 plus 1, and we called it as mu y when 1 is transmitted, or in general mu 1. Similarly, we defined expectation of y when 0 is transmitted equal to expectation of a2 plus 1, or mu y when 0 is transmitted, or in general I can call it as mu 2. Similarly, we defined the sigma y square, which was same as sigma n square even when 1 is transmitted, and sigma n square when 0 is transmitted. So it was same for both the cases. And in that we defined the probability of error as probability of error 0 transmission into q of lambda minus mu 1 upon sigma y. The sigma 1 and sigma 2 both will become sigma y. So I called it this one as sigma I1 square, I called this one as sigma 2 square. So I have written this as sigma y plus probability of 1 transmission into 1 minus q lambda minus mu 2 upon sigma 2, and sigma 2 is equal to sigma 1 equal to sigma y. So that is what we can write it as probability of error. Now from here you can see that this probability of error is function of lambda. So first way to calculate this probability of error is calculate probability of error as function of lambda, and if you want to minimize it, you should differentiate it with respect to lambda and you should put it equal to 0. Then calculate lambda optimum from there, and the minimum probability of error will become probability of error at lambda optimum. So this is the minimum probability of error. Now whenever we are dealing with the Gaussian channel noise, then procedure to calculate minimum probability of error when channel noise is Gaussian. So first method is again the differentiation method, and second method is by using map analysis. So if I will use the differentiation method, the differentiation method, what I should take care is that you should first obtain probability of error as function of lambda. You should differentiate it with respect to lambda and you should put it equal to 0. Then you can obtain the lambda optimum value from here, and the minimum probability of error will become probability of error at lambda optimum. So this is the first method. Now the second method is map criteria or map rule, which says to calculate the minimum probability of error you should follow this inequality. So probability of one transmission into conditional probability of y into probability of zero transmission into conditional PDF of y when 0 is transmitted. In this case it should decide in the favor of 1. For this equality it should decide in the favor of 0. So according to this map rule, we basically obtained this probability of one transmission into conditional probability of conditional PDF of y when 1 is transmitted is greater than less than probability of zero transmission into conditional PDF of y when 0 is transmitted. So this is the case when map rule is being applied. Now we know that this conditional PDF fy of one transmission y will be a Gaussian PDF, and we have already written the value of this PDF. So let me again use this value as sigma 1 square e power minus y minus mu 1 square upon 2 sigma 1 square. So I can also write it as 1 upon 2 pi sigma y square e power minus y mu y whole square upon mu 1 whole square upon 2 sigma y square. Here mu 1 means expectation of y when 1 is transmitted, and sigma 1 square is equal to sigma square y when 1 is transmitted, and it will be sigma y square because sigma y square is same whether 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted. Similarly, second conditional PDF you can write 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma 2 square e power minus y mu 2 square upon sigma 2 square. So you can write it as 1 upon 2 pi sigma y square e power minus y minus mu 2 square upon 2 sigma y square. Here mu 2 basically refers to the expectation of y when 0 is transmitted, and sigma 2 square equal to sigma y square when 0 is transmitted, and which is same as sigma y square. So the value of sigma y square does not change when 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted. So let me put all these two values in the map analysis or this map inequality. So I'm putting these two values here. So according to the map analysis, this probability of one transmission into conditional PDF of y one transmission should be greater than equal to probability of zero transmission into probability of y zero transmission into y. So you can write here probability of one transmission upon under root 2 pi sigma y square e power minus y minus mu 1 square upon 2 sigma y square. So it should decide in the favor of 1 or 0. Then you can write it as probability of zero transmission upon under root 2 pi sigma y square e power minus y mu 2 square upon 2 sigma y square. So very clearly you can see that this term get cancelled out from both the sides. So you can write it as expectation of minus y minus mu 1 square upon 2 sigma y square upon expectation of minus y minus mu2 whole square upon 2 sigma y square greater than less than, it becomes probability of 0 transmission upon probability of 1 transmission. So you can write this as expectation of minus y minus mu1 square upon 2 sigma y square plus y minus mu2 square upon 2 sigma y square greater than less than 1 0, and it becomes probability of 0 transmission upon probability of 1 transmission. So you can take ln both the sides, so it becomes minus of y minus mu1 square upon 2 sigma y square plus y minus mu2 square upon 2 sigma y square 1 0 ln probability of 0 transmission upon probability of 1 transmission. So I can write this as minus y square minus mu1 square plus 2 mu1 y plus y square plus mu2 square minus 2 mu2 y upon sigma y square greater than less than 1 0. It becomes ln of p0 transmission upon p1 transmission. So this y gets cancelled out, and you can write mu2 square minus mu1 square plus 2y mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y square becomes greater less 1 0 ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. So you can write it as mu2 square minus mu1 square plus 2y mu1 minus mu2 1 0. It becomes 2 sigma y square ln p0 transmission upon p1 transmission. So I can take this particular value on the right half side, so it becomes 2y mu1 minus mu2 1 0, and you can write it as mu1 square minus mu2 square plus 2 sigma y square ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. So you can write it as y greater than or equal to 1 0 mu1 square minus mu2 square upon 2 times mu1 minus mu2 plus 2 sigma y square upon 2 times mu1 minus mu2 ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. So this becomes 1 0 mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. So from here you can see that whenever the value of y becomes greater than this particular quantity, it should decide in the favor of 1, otherwise it should decide in the favor of 0. So you can say that the value of lambda optimum comes out to be mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square mu1 minus mu2 ln of p0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. So this is the value of optimum lambda. So whenever y is greater than this optimum lambda, it should the decision device to decide in the favor of 1, and whenever y is less than lambda, the decision device should decide in the favor of 0. So this is the idea behind the map analysis, and in this manner you can obtain this lambda opt. So the optimum value of lambda at which minimum probability of error can be obtained comes out to be mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. Now this optimum value of lambda is true only when channel noise is Gaussian. So this is not general formula. This formula can be used only when the channel noise is Gaussian in nature. Now if you have to calculate the minimum probability of error, so to calculate the minimum probability of error, you should calculate probability as a function of lambda, and then you should put this value of lambda to it. So let me summarize all these things, or let me tell you how to use all these expressions in the question. So let me summarize these particular expressions. So in the problems, first of all, you should observe the decision device and the random variable at the input of the decision device. So it will be given something like this: y greater than lambda, it decides in the favor of 1. Y less than lambda, decision device decides in the favor of 0. Now first of all, you should notice that this A must be belonging to some A1, A2, or alternatively it could be written that A equal to A1 when 1 is transmitted, A2 when 0 is transmitted. So these values you will already be having. After that, you should observe your random variable y. So it will be A1 plus n, A2 plus n when 1 is transmitted, when 0 is transmitted. From here you should calculate the mu1, which is expectation of y when 1 is transmitted. So this will be expectation of A1 plus n. Similarly, you should calculate mu2, which is expectation of y when 0 is transmitted. So it will become expectation of A2 plus n. So you have mu1 and mu2. After that, you must calculate the sigma y, and from here you can conclude that sigma y will be equal to sigma n square, and it will be same whether 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted. So it will be same for 1 transmission, and it will also be same for 0 transmission. So after all these calculations, you must calculate the probability of error. So the probability of error will become probability of 0 transmission into q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus probability of 1 transmission into 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. So this is the formula of the probability of error for Gaussian noise. So this is only when noise is Gaussian. So this is the general formula. If lambda is fixed, then it will give them some fixed probability of error. Now if you want to minimize this particular probability of error, to minimize probability of error, you should use some optimum value of lambda. So that optimum value of lambda for Gaussian noise comes out to be mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 ln of p0 transmission upon p1 transmission. So this is the optimum value of lambda when Gaussian noise is considered. So to calculate the minimum probability of error, you can use this lambda optimum value in the formula. This will give you the minimum probability of error. So in this manner you can calculate the minimum probability of error when the channel noise is Gaussian in nature. So let us try to optimize this formula further. Now we want to do the calculation of minimum probability of error, minimum probability of error when two conditions are satisfied. First one is probability of 0 transmission and 1 transmission should be same, and second one is that noise that we are considering is Gaussian in nature. So we know that when noise is Gaussian in nature, this lambda opt can be written as mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 ln P of 0 transmission upon P of 1 transmission. So here you know that probability of 0 transmission equal to probability of 1 transmission equal to half. So this lambda opt becomes mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 half by half. So you can write it as mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 into it will become ln 1 by 2 by 1 by 2. So it becomes ln 1. We know that ln 1 is 0. So you can write it as mu1 plus mu2 by 2. So when noise is Gaussian, we can write probability of error formula as probability of 0 transmission into q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus probability of 1 transmission into 1 minus q lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. So here we are taking two considerations. First one is probability of 0 transmission equal to probability of 1 transmission equal to half. And second, for calculation of minimum probability of error, I am putting lambda optimum to be mu1 plus mu2 by 2. So let me put these two values. It becomes 1 by 2 q of lambda becomes mu1 plus mu2 by 2 minus mu2 upon sigma y plus probability of 1 transmission becomes half 1 minus q. It becomes mu1 plus mu2 by 2 minus mu1 upon sigma y. So this probability of error becomes minimum probability of error because you have put this lambda optimum. So it becomes 1 by 2 q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y plus half 1 minus q mu1 plus mu2 minus 2 mu1 upon 2 sigma y. So this probability of error minimum can be written as 1 by 2 q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y plus 1 by 2 1 minus q of mu2 minus mu1 upon 2 sigma y. So you know that this q of x plus q of minus x can be written as 1, or 1 minus q of minus x can be written as q of x. So if I consider mu1 minus mu2 by 2 sigma y to be x, then mu2 minus mu1 upon 2 sigma y will become minus x. So this probability of error minimum can be written as 1 by 2 q of x plus 1 by 2 1 minus q of minus x, because if this quantity we are considering as x, then obviously this quantity will be referring to as minus x. So from here the minimum probability of error becomes 1 by 2 qx plus 1 by 2 1 minus q of minus x, or the minimum probability of error can be written as 1 by 2 qx. This quantity again becomes qx. So you can write it as 1 by 2 qx, or it will be equal to qx. So this q of x can be written as q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. So the minimum probability of error comes out to be q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. You know that mu1 is nothing but expectation of a1 plus n, and mu2 is nothing but expectation of a2 plus n. So you can write it as expectation of a1 plus expectation of n, and here you can write expectation of a2 plus expectation of n. So whenever we have to write mu1 minus mu2, you can simply write it as expectation of a1 minus expectation of a2. Now since this a1 and a2 are constant values, they are not random variables, so expectation of a1 can be written as a1 and expectation of a2 can be written as a2. So sometimes this minimum probability of error formula can also be written as q of a1 minus a2 upon 2 sigma y. And what is this a1 and a2? These are the value of the sample at the input of the decision device. So if this is your decision device, then for y greater than lambda it decides in the favor of 1, for y less than lambda it decides in the favor of 0, and this a belongs to a1 a2. So in this manner you can calculate the minimum probability of error formula for this Gaussian noise. So what is the bottom line? The bottom line is, if channel noise is Gaussian, only this much is given in the problem. So first of all, you can use the formula for probability of error as probability of zero transmission q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus probability of one transmission into 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. Now to calculate minimum probability of error, the minimum probability of error will be probability of error at lambda optimum. So this lambda optimum will be mu1 plus mu2 upon 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. This lambda optimum can be calculated only when channel noise is Gaussian. So only for Gaussian channel noise. So to calculate the minimum probability of error, you can put this value here and you can calculate the minimum probability of error. So this is the first summary or the first conclusion which you must remember. So this is the first summary. Now again, if you put another condition that if channel noise is Gaussian and along with that transmission of 1 and 0 is equiprobable, which means 1 is transmitted or 0 is transmitted, both have equal probability. In that case, the formula for probability of error will remain the same, which is it will become 1 by 2 q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus 1 by 2 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. Now if you have to calculate minimum probability of error from here, so the minimum probability of error will be calculated at lambda optimum. So we know that in this case lambda optimum will become mu1 plus mu2 by 2 and minimum probability of error becomes probability of error at lambda optimum, or it comes out to be q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y, or it is q of a1 minus a2 upon 2 sigma y. So this is very important conclusions which you should remember always. So let me write all the probability of error formulas. So probability of bit error or bit error rate, or sometimes it is also called as average probability of error. Now the first formula that we developed was probability of 0 transmission into probability of 1 by 0 transmission plus probability of 1 transmission into probability of 0 by 1 transmission, and it comes as the function of lambda. Now if you have to minimize it, then you should differentiate this probability with respect to lambda, put it equal to 0, obtain the lambda opt, and this probability of error will become minimum at this probability of lambda opt. So this is the most general case. Here channel noise is a random process, that's it. It may or may not be Gaussian random process. In the second case, let channel noise is Gaussian random process. So if channel noise is Gaussian random process, this formula modifies into probability of 0 transmission into q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus probability of 1 transmission into 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. So this will again come as function of lambda. So this probability of error will become minimum when we will put lambda optimum, and lambda optimum in case of Gaussian noise comes out to be mu1 plus mu2 by 2 sigma y square mu1 minus mu2 ln p of 0 transmitted upon p of 1 transmitted. So these are the first two cases, and third case is the special case of second case. So in this case we are considering that probability of 0 transmission and 1 transmission is equal, and the noise which is present is Gaussian in nature. So first of all, general formula for probability of error becomes 1 by 2 q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus 1 by 2 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 by sigma y. And in this case the probability of error will be minimum at optimum threshold, and the value of optimum threshold is mu1 plus mu2 by 2. So once you will put here, so you can get the exact value of minimum probability of error, and it comes out to be mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y, or you can call it as a1 minus a2 upon 2 sigma y. So in this manner you can calculate the minimum probability of error. So on the basis of noise you can have different formulas. So if the noise is any general noise, so you have the formula for probability of error as 0 transmission 1 by 0 transmission plus 1 transmission 0 by 1 transmission. This is the general formula. And minimum probability of error, we do not have any general formula. We have to calculate the lambda optimum by differentiation or by map rule, and we have to calculate it like this. Now if noise is Gaussian, then also we have two different cases. If probability of 0 transmission is not equal to probability of 1 transmission, then first of all the formula of probability of error will become probability of 0 transmission q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus probability of 1 transmission 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. And to obtain the minimum probability of error, you should put lambda optimum here. Now if probability of 0 transmission becomes equal to probability of 1 transmission, in that case this formula becomes the formula can be written as probability of error equal to 1 by 2 q of lambda minus mu2 upon sigma y plus 1 by 2 1 minus q of lambda minus mu1 upon sigma y. And if you have to calculate minimum probability of error here, so minimum probability of error becomes q of mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. And also you can define lambda opt in these two cases. So here the lambda opt will become mu1 plus mu2 by 2 plus sigma y square upon mu1 minus mu2 ln p of 0 transmission upon p of 1 transmission. And here probability of error minimum will be equal to at probability of optimum lambda, and this optimum lambda here will become mu1 plus mu2 by 2. So this is the bottom line of the calculation of probability of error. The calculation of probability of error depends upon the noise. If noise is general, then you should use general formula, and minimum probability of error will be calculated at lambda opt, which can be calculated by differentiation or by map analysis. So here this lambda opt can be calculated by either differentiation or by using map analysis. Now if the noise becomes Gaussian, so for Gaussian noise, if probability of 0 transmission and 1 transmission is non-equal, then we can use this formula, and if it is asking about minimum probability of error, then you can calculate the probability of error at lambda opt, and you can use the formula of lambda opt for the Gaussian noise. Now if the noise is Gaussian and it is asking about when the probability of 0 transmission and 1 transmission is same, so in that case you can use this particular formula to calculate the probability of error. And if it is asking minimum probability of error, then you can calculate minimum probability of error at lambda optimum, and which comes out to be mu1 minus mu2 upon 2 sigma y. So these are the classification of the formulas which will be used. So thank you. In the next class we will see how we can further minimize this probability of error.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जांपल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now, those who are interested for the prices, total price amount. So let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 months, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 months it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so the zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now, once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name gate after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now, what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical. And this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay. So thank you so much. And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys. So this is your responsibility that you should share this channel. You should subscribe this channel. Also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone. Let's crack it.